one of the things we consistently talk about, or that I hear you guys talk about, is this shift that churches need to make if they really want to be effective in developing leaders and in multiplying disciples, is moving away from being solely a teaching center to more of a training center.
Mhm.
And not that we're doing away with teaching,
Mhm.
but teaching and training, that both of those are needed.
Mhm.
And so first, I'll just say we've got an article that goes into all of that. But Shane, maybe we'll start with you. What is the thinking behind why do we think that that's something that's needed, right? That
Yeah.
to add training to
Yeah.
that teaching center model.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start with what I shared a little bit in the article, and that is just really a confession that easy in my leadership to look at our congregation or look at those in our ministry, those are leading, and start making assumptions that the challenge of why they're not stepping into, living out the Great Commission themselves is because there's spiritual apathy. They're consumers. They're,
Mm.
whatever. And it was just coming to kind of my own kind of kairos moment to realize that that might be true and often is, somewhat true for sure because of the culture we live in and all that sort of thing. But that maybe the onus isn't all on the congregation. Maybe it wasn't a spiritual absence of spiritual zeal gap. Maybe actually it was a training gap. Maybe it's not that they didn't want to, it's just they really didn't know how to. We had stirred up, I had stirred up, the what and the why, and they were like, yeah, I get that, but didn't know the how. And so what I'm diagnosing sometimes unintentionally or misdiagnosing is, oh, there's a lack of real spiritual zeal among our people. But the truth is, they love Jesus. Right? But they just don't feel equipped to share their faith, or what does that look like? They want to be an influence and a gospel influence, but they aren't confident on how do they actually make disciples. Like, what's that? Like, how do I do that? What are my first steps? What do I do in the midst of that? They have a sense of calling of some sort, but they don't actually know how to step into that. And so it was going, teaching often stirs inspiration, right? It gives instruction. It helps us know the kind of the what and the why. But training starts moving into the competency side of things of like, well, how do I do this? And how did I then build the skills of competency to be able to do this in on repeat in the everyday places of life?